Get in there, Lewis. That's it, mate. That's the 100.
Congratulations to the team on the Constructors' Championship. Great job, guys. Oh, that was so much fun today. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. To all the fans, thanks for all the support. Still got it, Bono.
Hello and welcome to Imola, the home of Ferrari, the home of the Tifosi. We're about to get ready for practice and it's great to have you with us.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try. Okay, track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temp and get yourself in the zone. They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right? Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick. Let's get a few laps under our belt.
Alright, I wonder what's going on. Like, the steering wheels aren't moving at all in the game. Like, I don't understand that. What's going on here? That's something wrong. Hold on. That's off. Well, okay, this one. Yes, it's looking fine. I mean, I could turn my steering wheel, but in the game it's not moving. Like, I don't know what's going on. This here. I don't know. I'm so lost right now. Jeez. Huh. I don't know if it's. Hmm. What's happening here? No, oh, welcome, welcome. It's like when I drive, is that the guy hand in the game is not moving at all, which is weird. That is so weird. Oh man, I don't know what I'm doing now. Let's see what happens. So is it? No, it's not there at all. I gotta do something. Let me do this racing session. What's going on with this goddamn wheel? The steering wheel works fine, but in the game it's not. It's kind of off. Like, I don't know. Oh, huh. Alright, that's off. Mhm. I don't understand this. That's off. Okay. Oh, that's something different. Nope. Nope. What's off this thing? So odd. Let me try this one time. Yeah, I took Zyrtec from last night. Nothing happened. And I'm still sniffing. That's crazy. That is so crazy. But I heard the other one called Zyrtec D. I know I tried before. The regular one.
Ciao, hello, and welcome
Here's
to
again.
Imola. We're just about to
Yeah,
get ready for practice.
this better work. Still real in the game. What the heck? No, 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 no. Took it off. All that on. Oh, nothing on. Off. There we go. How is this? This is not moving. When I turn, it's not moving his hand. Oh my god. What is happening? This is. I don't understand this at all. That shit off. Off, off, off. I want to steer assist. Something's not right. Something's not right at all. Hold on.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a broke loser who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility. My rook is a phenomenal talent, but he's young. You plus him, boom, I got a team.
When was the last time you won a race?
Sunday, Daytona.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Formula One.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then same as you.
There's this new guy. He's old. He's quick, though.
If you get any constructive criticism for each other, what would it be?
Don't be stupid.
That was constructive.
Wow.
Did you win something? There's 20 other drivers still out on that track. Do you think any of them respect us?
They're saying Sonny Hayes isn't a has-been.
Previously, in Breaking Point.
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, that's what it's all about.
Aiden, listen.
Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me.
Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 Championship.
What about your dad? Has he called to congratulate you yet, Callie?
Nope. Next question.
Devon Butler now. Oh, that's not good! Oh no! Devon Butler spins! He's out!
It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us.
I'm done, Casper.
I think maybe he'd been trying to keep it from himself. So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter?
Callie Mayer becomes the first female driver of the modern era to participate in an F1 race. Here she comes! But there's contact between the two Connor Sport drivers!
Aiden, are you alright? It's just another Butler.
The two Connor Sport teammates not exactly doing each other any favours this afternoon.
What is Aiden playing at?
Thought he was too good for the team. He just had a bit of an attitude problem.
Enough! It has to stop. Understand?
I must take care of the business, Callie. Who do you think will inherit it after I'm gone?
Well, Devon, obviously. I wanted you to fight for me. He never listened to me. He always listened to you.
You know what it's like to leave all this behind, don't you?
Yeah, it's the most difficult thing I've ever done.
I didn't choose this, Casper.
I've had an entire season of you whispering in people's ears. I'm asking you to leave the meeting.
You can't be serious.
This is not your team. And after today, it might not even exist.
You coming, Devon?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually stay.
You all know what's at stake. If we race as individuals today, the team dies.
I'm sorry if I was ever...
I will forgive you on one condition.
What's that?
You get your share of the points.
Aiden's out! I heard.
Sure about this?
I'm sure about everything.
Is this a team order?
It's just not going to make up that much ground. It can't be done. Just cruise it in, Cal. Trust me, you watch her go.
to the checkered flag for one final time. That is some race from Callie Mayer.
What an incredible performance by her today. Connor Sport sure will be very delighted with that one.
Well, here we are then, the final day of pre-season testing here in Bahrain.
It's been good, hasn't it, so far, Crofty? We've seen all the teams out there putting in the miles, putting in the laps, and we come away from it still not knowing who's going to be the team to beat. It looks super competitive as always.
Now, you're not wrong, Ant. Red Bull and Ferrari have looked impressive as expected, but it's Connor Sport that have really been the talk of the paddock so far this week.
Okay, Aidan, we've got some great data over the past couple of days. We're all really happy, but let's make this a big, strong finish, yeah?
Yeah, copy.
Right, we've gone with a brand new setup on the car here, so just use this lap to get accustomed to the changes, and once you feel like you're happy enough with everything, you can come back to the pits at any time to end the session.
Okay, sounds good.
Great, I'll leave it up to you. Oh, isn't it good to be back, Aidan? I've missed this.
Yeah, you know me. Just getting back into the swing of things.
Right, we'd like you to push it on this next lap, please, mate.
Can do.
Okay, mate, let's have some feedback on the car, please. How's it feel?
Yep, sure thing. The car's feeling great.
Right, that's excellent stuff, mate. We're seeing really positive data from that run, so just when you're done, bring it back into the pits.
Copy.
Okay, Aidan, everything's looking good so far. Car's looking great, and so do you.
Yeah, this car is a rocket ship. You guys have made a beast right here.
I've already told Casper, let the car run a little wider out of turn 4. You can really extend the track there.
I don't know. We're already pretty close to track limits at that point.
Well, you're leaving time on the table, sis. Just let it run a little wider. It's all good.
But you're not the one behind the wheel, Dev.
We might be pushing our luck with the steward, so I'm going to have to side with Callie on this one.
Ask Casper, he'll agree with me.
Yeah, they're here now. Just give me a second. Devon, just a man. So we look through the data, and if we adjust the ERS harvesting rate, we should see some improvement on those turns.
Told you.
Right, okay, settle down. Got someone who wants to speak to you all. Right, they're listening now. David off.
Good. Well, so, as your new team owner, I thought it only right that I check up on my investments. And I'm glad I did. Casper's just filled me in on the lap times. I just wanted to say, well done. I'm impressed. But Red Bull's numbers are better, so there's still room for improvement.
Well, now we know what we're up against. I'm sure me and
Callie,
Aidan could...
don't have time to chat. All I wanted to say is that I'm expecting great things from our drivers this season. We all are. Just don't let yourselves down.
And no worries, Dad. We're all over it.
Good man. I'll fly out to Bahrain as soon as I can. Ciao.
Well, he's right, you know. With times like these, we could be real contenders this season.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes?
What a great battle down the straight here at Imola. There's not much space between Red Bull and Connor Sports, and there's contact and into the gravel. Jackson's off, Verstappen's unaffected, and he races on ahead.
Verstappen definitely benefits from that one. Was there room for it though? I'm not too sure.
Everything okay, Aidan?
Not happy.
Yeah, well, it looks like you've escaped unscathed. Now head down and let's go, yeah?
I'm already on it.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. Okay, gap to the car ahead. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done. Get in there, lads. Come on. That's what we needed.
Gotta say, it's been another good day for Connor Sport today. A string of positive performances recently has seen them establish themselves well and truly ahead of the midfield.
Yeah, they're in the top 3 now, Crofty. A great season so far, and I've been really impressed with both Mayer and Jackson.
I don't think you're the only one there, Ants. We'll be watching their season with interest. Well, Connor Sport are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Aidan, what a battle with Max out there today. How did you find it?
Look, Max is the best. No doubt about it. It's always a challenge going up against him. He's always going to push you to your limit. I've got a lot of respect for what he's achieved in the sport, and yeah, it wasn't easy out there today. He's the most difficult driver to beat. So yeah, I'm just really happy we were able to come back from that scrape and achieve the result I did.
You're now 3rd in the Constructors. That's the best start to a season the team has ever had. So, what do you put it down to?
I think it says a lot about the team. You know, the engineers, mechanics, strategists, they've all worked tirelessly to get us to this point. And, yeah, we're working harder than ever to be as good as we can possibly be. And, you know, to achieve 3rd place in the standings, I think that's a fair result for all of the efforts the team has put in.
Do you feel like you're sending a message to the rest of the grid with these kinds of results?
Absolutely. Well, that's why we're here, to take the fight to the big teams. We're more than just a new team. We're not just here to make up the numbers. We're here to compete with the best. And that's always been the case. And it's really great that the results are finally beginning to reflect that.
Thank you so much for your time.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes.
Evan.
Hey, Dad. Just congratulating the guys on a job well done.
Yeah, there's no time for that. We all did well. How are preparations coming on for Monaco?
Yeah, I'm sure everything's in hand.
Listen, Evan. We don't have time to rest on our laurels. I want the race data analysed and the full diagnostic reports on Casper's desk before we begin packing down. Listen, you've dropped the ball on this one. You cannot take your foot off the gas, not when Connor Sport is this close to success. I expect you to take charge. Show the team what a leader is.
Yeah, well, it's a bit difficult, that, Dad. I'm team liaison. Basically, I pass notes between departments. Not exactly leadership material, is
Devon, you have got to focus on the bigger picture. Casper.
Davidoff. Devin, can you give us a minute? Just need to talk to your father.
Yeah, sure thing, boss. I'll just go and liaise, yeah?
Davidoff, why so full on?
I'm just trying to motivate him, is all. He needs to stay focused.
Yeah, I'm talking about the team. They've just had a fantastic result and you're... Just give them some space to simmer down, to celebrate.
Of course. You're right. But we cannot lose momentum now, Casper. Everything must be in its place.
What are you planning?
What do you mean?
I've seen that face before. I mean, whatever it is, just keep me informed. I don't want any nasty surprises.
I'm just looking out for my family, that's all.
Okay.
Davidoff, hi.
I missed you just now, Aiden. Some race out there.
Yeah, thanks. It was a decent performance.
Decent? It was more than just decent, Aiden. Those are the kind of performances that win titles.
Yeah, you know, that's what we're aiming for.
Exactly. And, I think there's another steak night.
You know, you don't have to take me out for steak every time I have a good race.
Indulge me, Aiden? Callie won't ever accept, and I see far too much Devon as it is.
All right, Davidoff. That's very kind.
Good, thank you. There's a place called Giovanni's, not far from the hotel. I'll see you there at 8.
Thanks, Davidoff.
Ciao.
Excellent start, Aiden. Now's our time to push. Come on. Copy that.
brilliant laps out there at the Red Bull Ring today, especially from our race leader, Aiden Jackson.
And his teammate, Mayo's making up ground out there as we speak.
An impressive overtake on the cards. Is it? Is it? Yes, it is. Mayo moves another place closer to her teammate in first.
Aiden's in first.
Copy that. Aiden is in first.
Can I catch him?
Let's go and find out, mate. Come on.
I can catch him.
The gap is 15 seconds plus. You're 5 places behind Aiden, 5 places behind. "12 seconds separate you."
Accidents are sometimes hard to avoid on track, we know that, but you can use rewind to fix any mistakes. If only you could do that in life, eh? Let's rewind a few seconds now by pressing the button prompt on your screen. Okay, so you can use the controls to either pause
You're catching the car ahead by a couple of seconds a lap now, really good. Aiden is 3 places ahead of you right now. Okay, gap is 11 seconds. Nine seconds separate you. The gap is 7 seconds. The gap between you and the car behind is increasing by a significant amount each lap. Good job. Aiden is directly ahead of you now. There are 4 seconds between you. And the gap is 2 seconds. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.0 seconds. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done.
Woo! Yes!
In a league of their own today, and what a day for Connor Sport.
It really is, Crofty. There'll be people out there wondering when was this team going to slip up, but so far they haven't. It's been a great performance from both of their drivers.
And that performance puts them in second place in the Constructors' Championship within striking distance of Red Bull. Can they top the table? Well, with performances like that, I'd say they could. After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst that Connor Sport team. And they certainly deserve it.
Callie, congratulations on first place today. How do you feel?
Thanks, I feel good. I'm feeling more and more confident with each race, and I felt in control from start to finish out there today, and this is exactly where we want to be. Not just fighting for the podium, but fighting for the outright win. It just proves to me that I can be out there beating the best, and it proves to the team we've got what it takes to compete at the highest levels of the sport.
You had to go through your teammate to secure victory today, so come on, what was it like taking on Aiden out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's all fun and games and training, but I'm actually really competitive with Aiden on the track, more so than anyone else on the grid, so it definitely keeps things interesting out there. I know he's giving it everything, and I know as well as anyone how good he is, and that makes my victory all the sweeter.
Well, today has moved Connor Sport up to second in the table for the first time ever, but can you sustain this level throughout the rest of the season?
Yeah, we're not just going to sustain this level, the goal is to improve it. We've worked too hard to get here just to let it slip now. We're not going to reach second place and be content. We've got to capitalise on this momentum and keep pushing and aim for the top. And honestly, I think days like today show that we've got what it takes to get there.
That's great, thank you.
Thank you for staying behind. Connor Sport's flying this season, flying. We're one place behind Red Bull. But it's a long season. I won't be around for a race or two. I have a bit of business I can't avoid. So I thought we'd get together and make sure that you understand what I expect from you in my absence.
Well, you said it yourself. We're flying, right? So we just keep doing what we're doing.
No. Oh. Look, if we're to catch Red Bull, take Connor Sport to the next level, each of you is going to have to step it up. Devon, you need to take charge more. You're a butler, a man of action. You need to start acting like one.
What's Casper said about that?
Callie, in my absence, follow Devon's lead, no arguments.
Finally.
Casper will be calling the shots, as usual. But Devon speaks for me. Is that clear?
Sure, no problem.
So, when we reach the top of the table, Connorsport will no longer be the hunter, but the hunted, and every team will be gunning for you. So, Aidan, if there are any disagreements anywhere in the team, don't be afraid to step in. Casper is going to be coming under increasing stress over the next few races. I need to make sure there's someone there with a cool head, able to smooth things over. And to keep half an eye on these two. Now, does everyone understand what I want them to do? Have I made myself clear?
Crystal. Of course.
Sure.
Good. I think we're done here. Remember what I said? You can close the door on your way out.
Mum.
Congratulations, Cal! I was screaming at my TV.
All nice things, I hope?
You are the best driver on the grid right now. There, I've said it.
Thanks, Mum. How's everything?
Oh, well, funny you should ask. I've just had a call from your father.
You answered?
I suppose I was curious.
What did he want?
Well, he called to talk about you. Isn't she doing well? That kind of thing.
Okay.
And then he wished me well. And he said he had to take another call. And he went.
Weird.
Has he mentioned me at all?
I mean, we don't really talk.
No. Of course you don't. Sorry. Suppose not. Anyway, darling, well done again. I'll let you go, sweetie.
Bye, Mum. Hey, Casper.
Hey, great job today. Top class driving.
Thanks. The car felt great. Nice work.
Cheers, yeah. Listen, just something to put in front of you. We're going to be doing a marketing campaign soon for a watch brand. Just going to be filming a day with you, Devon, Davidoff, and...
Absolutely no chance.
Cal.
Come on, Casper. It'll be weird. I mean, you know I don't fit the Butler name. I don't even use the Butler name. Honestly, terrible idea.
It's not coming from me. Davidoff was very insistent. And Kelly, we need the money.
Right. So, this is one of those where you're asking me nicely, but really, I haven't got a say.
Yeah.
Okay. Sign me up.
Okay. Thanks, Cal. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna go now, before you ask me to do a dance or something.
Oh, no one wants that. I've seen you dance.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Davidoff.
Casper, we will push for the title, won't we?
I mean, we're already pushing. A good result today and we could be right behind Red Bull, or even beating them.
And can you guarantee that for me? Can you guarantee that we'll beat Red Bull?
I can guarantee that we will try. That we will do everything we can, every effort, you know this.
We can do it, Casper. I know we can.
David Duff, is there something I can help you with? Are you okay?
No, I have other business to attend to. Ciao.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
There's an issue with the gearbox. Okay, stand by. I'm assessing it now. Okay, Callie, you are going to have to manage that problem for now, please. Copy? Okay. We're looking into it. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 14.5 seconds. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 7.4 seconds. Right, well done, Callie. Well managed. The issue should now be resolved. Can you please confirm? Please confirm.
Yeah, all good.
She found the space and Maya got the overtake done. Looks like those gearbox issues are truly behind her now, and surely she'll have her sights set on that podium.
And what a fantastic move it was. She's been super impressive out there today.
Okay, mate, you're making good ground here. Let's push.
Copy.
The distance to the leader, 9.7 seconds. Okay, gap to leader, 6.5 seconds. Our gap to first place, 2.4 seconds. Okay, so gap to the leader, 2.4 seconds. Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Some race from Cali Mayer today, and those points will see Connosport take the top spot in the Constructors' standings. And for the first time in the team's short history. Question is, how will Red Bull now respond?
Well, I'm sure they won't take this lying down, but for now, it's Connosport who are the best team of this 2024 season.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. And what a treat it is to see Connosport taking the top spot. That's a well-earned victory.
Hey, nice one.
Hey. Thank you. Casper said you were hiding out in here. Where you been? We're on top of the standings.
Shut the door, Cal.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I think you better take a seat.
What is it?
Just sit down. Why don't you ever listen?
All right. What's wrong, Dev?
It's Dad.
What about him? Where is he?
He's dead. He's dead, Cal.
Come here.
Can't believe it.
You're gonna be okay, Dev. You're gonna be okay. A lot of drivers are posting some of their best times, but you know, so are we.
Yeah, they can push all they want, they're not catching us.
One more question about your dad, if that's okay.
Oh no, we've already issued a public statement.
Well, the press release didn't say how you felt personally, so I was just wondering if you'd care to elaborate on that, as the family?
We loved him dearly, and we miss him very much.
Yeah, he was a good dad. He was a good man. He loved this team, loved this sport. You know, and most importantly, he loved his family. He was very generous, very supportive. He was a good dad. Right, Kelly?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. It's not hard, Cal. You just show a little bit of emotion like a normal person. He was a good man who loved his family. Simple.
Did he?
Come on, not this again. Look, what more did you want from him? I mean, I know you two had a rough patch, but you owe him just as much as I do.
Huh.
What?
You really believe that?
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, how's everything? How's Callie?
Well, she insists we stick to the schedule, so business as usual, I guess. You know, I don't know what else to do.
Do you think she's okay?
No idea. She's difficult to read. Always has been.
Would Devon talk to her?
Haven't asked. You know, they have a strange relationship, those two.
Some things never change, eh? Listen, I'm around. You call me if you need me, yes?
Thanks, Andrea.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
What a race this has been from Callie Mayer, threatening so many times, but she's under pressure here, and oh, she's lost it! Oh no! Lost it at the third turn, her race is over, and I'd imagine that's a red flag.
It just looks like she ran a bit wider. Here's the replay, had a snap of oversteer, wasn't quite able to catch it, and yeah, this is going to be a red flag. There it is.
Oh dear, what a great day it could have been, and the Connosport team watches on from the pit wall. It was all looking so promising.
Is Callie all right? Is she okay? She's absolutely fine, yeah, don't worry. Right, it's all on you now. Let's keep the focus up. We've got a chance to improve our position at this restart. Okay, copy that. Let's try this again. Fresh start, head down. Copy. You need to give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy.
What a race this has been from Callie Mayer, threatening so many times, but she's under pressure here, and oh, she's lost it! Oh no! Lost it at the third turn. Her race is over, and I'd imagine that's a red flag.
It just looks like she ran a bit wider. Here's the replay. Had a snap of oversteer, wasn't quite able to catch it, and yeah, this is going to be a red flag. There it is.
Oh dear, what a great day it could have been, and the Connosport team watches on from the pit wall. It was all looking so promising.
Is Callie all right? Is she okay? She's absolutely fine, yeah, don't worry. Right, it's all on you now. Let's keep the focus up. We've got a chance to improve our position at this restart. Okay, copy that. Let's try this again. Fresh start, head down. Copy. That move was illegal, I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations. Well done. Woo! Yeah! Come on!
Have to say, this has been a memorable race here at Zandvoort today, and an important race too, as Red Bull reclaim the top spot in the Constructors' Championship and Connor Sport drop into second.
Yeah, I mean, Jackson tried his best to salvage some points today, but Connor Sport will be devastated to give away the top spot like that. It's truly been a difficult few weeks for the team.
As you know all too well, Anthony, it can be a punishing sport sometimes, but I'm sure Connor Sport will regroup. And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. So congratulations then to Connor Sport, your race winners today.
Aidan, Callie's incident really shook things up out there. How did it affect the race for you today?
Yeah, it really did shake things up, but look, Callie's an incredible driver. She always drives right to the limit, and, you know, her instincts out there today, they are the same instincts that have given us the season so far. So it's been tough for her recently, but the team has her back, I have her back, and we'll all keep pushing together.
Well, Connor Sport dropped back to second place today. How will the team deal with that?
Yeah, we'll do what we always do. We'll debrief and look where we change, where we can improve. It wasn't quite clicking for us out there today, so that means reassessing a few things and figuring out where we've gone wrong. Whether it's strategy or whether it's just a matter of performance, we'll sit down as a team and figure out the best way forward.
Well, it's clearly been a very tough few weeks for you all with the loss of Davidoff Butler. How are you coping?
I think in terms of the day-to-day operation of the team, I wouldn't say it's had any real impact. At the end of the day, we're all professionals and we've all got a job to do, so we know the only way of dealing with his loss is to keep moving forward. We can't afford to let up, so yeah, we've focused on sticking to the schedule and sticking to the approach and just looking forward to the next result.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Aiden, thanks for your input in the review.
Yeah, no worries. It was productive. You know, especially considering everything. It's a weird vibe in the garage. Everyone's pretty quiet.
Yeah, can you blame them?
Suppose not. How's Callie?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same. She's, well, keeping herself to herself.
Yeah. It must be terrible for her. And Devon. I can't even imagine. I know I'm not part of the family and, you know, I'm just here to drive, but I want to help. Where I can. You know, just let me know what I can do to support them. And you.
Thanks, Aiden. Yeah, I'll bear that in mind.
I mean it. Focus on Devon and Callie for now. I don't need much managing. You can fuss over me later.
Okay. I appreciate that. You know, sometimes I forget that, you know.
Forget what?
Well, you wouldn't have said that as a rookie. So, I've got some other stuff to deal with, but thanks.
Yeah, anytime. Bye, Casper.
Well, Davidoff dying hit everyone hard. I mean, we were there, right at the top. But no matter how everyone tried to keep it together, it was just impossible to keep pace with Red Bull.
We found out afterwards that Davidoff had been ill for some time. He kept it from everyone. He tried to get as much in place as he could before he left. It was tough. But Devon and Callie, they had a lot to sort out.
Which is why, in the event of my death, I leave Butler Global and all of its assets to my son, Devon. I know you'll be watching this, Devon. And I hope that now you'll understand everything that I've prepped you for over the years, especially now that you're not driving anymore. Be a leader, Devon. The business is yours. I know you've got it in you.
That's it?
Those are his wishes. You are to be the sole owner of Butler Global and all its holdings and subsidiaries.
Including Connorsport?
Including Connorsport, Mr. Butler.
Right. Nothing for Callie.
That's okay.
What do you mean that's okay?
Well, it's not a surprise, Dev. I didn't expect anything.
Why not? So, are you sure this is right?
Oh, sure, Mr. Butler. Those were his wishes.
You'll be great. It's what he wanted. Just don't fire me, yeah?
If I could just get you to sign here and your full signature there, please, Mr. Butler.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes?
Where's good? Just chilling, man. Hopefully all is going well with you.
So far so good, except for allergies. Again. Few weeks ago, I bought me some Jud Tech. Went well. It's like back and forth, so it's like it is what it is. So yeah, I'm good though. Trying to fix this damn steering wheel. I don't know why I stopped moving. Damn. It's calling.
Hey, Callie. Thanks for the call.
What's up? So a text?
Yeah, look, you've had a lot on recently. And I was just thinking that maybe it would be good to set up some kind of support structure. You know, when I've struggled before, and I have, it really helped to talk to someone, like a professional.
No, whoa. Absolutely not. You want to send me to a shrink? Get my head checked?
No, it's not like that. A lot of athletes speak to psychologists. No one's saying there's anything wrong with you. It's just a way to maybe give you someone to talk to.
Oh, this isn't a choice, is it?
I'll require you to do this as part of your duties for Connorsport. And look, I really think it'll be positive.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll go, but don't expect me to be a model patient. See you later.
So, not the best start, Callie, but we have still got time, so let's push, please.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Imola, the home of Ferrari, the home of...
Checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
Welcome to F1 World, a journey through the sport that will offer you events based around a lot. So when this is what we call the play screen. Feel free. Completing event objectives is a great way to earn extra rewards that will help you to progress through events. Update regularly. This icon means that this is a light clean driving grant. You can choose. There are bonus.
Welcome everybody from the commentary box to this latest F1 World event. So far this season, some of our drivers have made great names for themselves, others need to improve. Can they do it today? It's an updated track at Catalonia, and the popular opinion in the paddock is that we never wanted the chicane in the first place. That's now been gone, the final corner is much faster, and at 2.9 miles and 14 turns, we await the Spanish Grand Prix. And as our drivers line up on the grid, it's eyes on the competition, but for each and every one of our drivers in the cockpit, it's eyes on the prize, and that prize is victory. It's our driver's first F1 World appearance. You've seen a few drivers make their debuts in the past. What's the atmosphere like down there in the paddock?
Well, the first thing I would say is do not overthink it. Make sure to respect your competitors and keep your eyes looking far ahead. But the most important piece of advice is have fun.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway. These are wet conditions here today. Each driver will no doubt be mindful of the wet surface as they prepare to race around the track. So as all the cars reform the grid, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
It's too slippery. Too slippery. Wow. You know what? Hmm. What hours? 2 hours. Then once I get off and call it a day. Like my hand. No, I was on the. No, I was using the steering wheel. just now, literally. Yeah, and it's just like, you know, sometimes your hand cramp. Sometimes you can't like move it. Well, yeah, well, put it that way. Yeah, sleeping. It was sleeping a little bit, and I just crashed like a minute ago. So you know what? Yeah, I'll be on Thursday night. Come on Friday. So I'll be on. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just holiday. It's been a hell of a day too. Long ass day today. Busy shit too. I ain't gonna lie about that. Yeah, I'm getting off. Man. Yeah. We're going alright. Just dealing with algae, dealing with it. I took not too long ago. Yeah. I have like a pack. Yeah. So I'm
It's time for you to start thinking about pledging your allegiance to a constructor and driver.
Oh, be quiet. No, God, no. Wrong
This is
button.
where you choose your favourite
No,
F1.
no, not now. Oh my God, really? All right, how about this? Red Bull.
And it's Red Bull.
Radio check.
This is the.
Yes.
It'll let you.
Yes. Okay. But I gotta go. I'll be on with Thursday night. And yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.